And here we are with Solanna. Last time during the Vertumnalia, we found that someone gave us a bracelet, but it wasn't Cal or Tammy, who are our closest friends. And the only other person that it could possibly be is Tangent, but I'm just not really sure that it's something that she would do. But another thing that Tangent did say a few months ago is that we were wasting all of our potential on frivolous things, and going after a potential secret admirer is kind of a frivolous thing. So I guess we'll just shove the data band back into our pockets and decide that we have better things to do than track down who gave it to me. Like getting to work as the nurse for the colony. Oh, Anemone! Anemone comes with a training injury, a gouge that runs from her knee to her ankle. She hobbles in with a big smile. "This one's gonna be cool," she crows as you help her get into the medbed. The medbeds are miraculous technology. Combined with genetic modifications made to your body, they can cure diseases and make your cells regenerate quickly, repairing even the most mangled limbs. If it's still attached to your body, the medbed can heal it. For Anemone, though, her genetic mutation means that instead of regenerating smooth new skin, she gets rough blue scales instead, much stronger than human skin. Anemone flicks the dials on the control panel and fiddles with the angle of the lamp overhead. "Seriously, this thing is more comfortable than my bed. It's worth more than the whole ship, too," Instant snaps, "so don't break it." Anemone pulls her hands in with an awkward giggle. You connect to the medbed with your holopalm and see the interface diagnostics there. It's a confusing mess of readouts and buttons. The user manual is ridiculously obtuse. You ask Instance for help, but she just scoffs. "I don't have time or the temperament to walk you through it. I learned how to use it myself, and so can you. Just don't break it." Right. It's very intuitive if you have half a brain for it. You figure out the machine with zero problems. The sun lamp turns on, the monitor says, "Please lie still for 2 hours." Anemone groans. "It's gonna take forever," she complains. "Stay with me a while?" You end up staying the whole time, keeping Anemone company. Well, that's nice, I guess. I mean, we haven't really gotten a chance to visit with her in a while. And now it's the wet season, and I guess we'll see if there's perhaps any mushwood to collect. There's Tammy. Hey Tammy. Tammy is listening to her holospeak, eyes closed and swaying to the music only she can hear. You tap on her shoulder and she jumps. "Oh, hello Solanna. Did you need something?" "No, I just want to see how you were doing, I guess." Congruence, the ship's tireless AI, has attended every birthday, but has never had one of her own. Tammy comes up with an idea to throw Congruence a surprise party. Sure, she doesn't have a birthday like you do, so you just make one up. It's today. Hooray! Oh, that's sweet. There's no hiding from Congruence, though. She sees everything in the colony, including you two setting up. But she still pretends to be absolutely delighted when Tammy presents her with her cake, a collection of solar converts tied together with an electrical cord. Oh, that sounds pretty cute. I don't see Nomi. And, oh, bobber fruit. Here's Cal, I guess. We can see how he's doing in geoponics. "I don't get it," Cal says, leaning on the fence and looking out towards where you can both see the soldiers milling around the garrison. "Killing that alien when I was a kid was the most horrible thing I've ever done, and those guys treat it like it's no big deal. They want to do it." He clenches his fist. "They're murderers, but no one cares." Yeah, I mean, it does suck that they're just killing the animals for no reason. Especially the ones that haven't done anything and they're kind of harmless. How are you feeling, Anemone? Anemone is leaning on the fence that goes around the outdoor training yard, watching the soldiers train. Specifically, she's watching Vase. You elbow her in the side, and she jolts and laughs awkwardly. What's up, Solanna? What's up with you? I was just checking to see how your injuries have healed. Tang is deep in conversation with someone from the heliopause, making notes on her holopad. The soldier leaves, and Tang turns to you and acknowledges you with a small smile. Perhaps I was too quick to judge the soldiers, she says. In the past, great scientific advances have been made in the service to the military. Ultrasounds, the microwave oven, blood transfusions, even the internet, which was the precursor to the holopalm connectivity. She taps her fingers against her chin. There may be a way to work in tandem for the good of humanity. Yeah, for helping people, like advances in medical treatments. Wow. That was great timing for me. Wow. Someone dies on your watch this month. It's not your fault. Sometimes people are just too injured to make it to the med bed in time. It's still hard to stomach, though. That was just great timing for that statement. Really great. Oh wow. I'm getting close to maxing empathy. Maybe after that. Oh, Tammy has something to say. But after that, I think I might need a break. Tammy looks worried. She's hugging herself and pacing around. Every now and then her attention turns sharply towards the east wall. Are you okay? She's relieved to see you. There's something out there, she says in a quiet voice. Lots of somethings outside the walls. I think they're far away, but I can hear them. What do they sound like? It's like, she struggles to describe the sound, squeaking. Super high-pitched, really long sounds like metal or like broken robovac scraping along the floor. Only there are hundreds of them. You shudder at the thought. My dad said he picked these ears as my augmentation to keep me safe. His were the same, but they couldn't keep him safe, she sniffs. I'm scared. I hate my stupid ears. She bats at them with her fist, tears springing in her eyes. But your ears are really cool. Really? You think so? She lets you lean in close for a good look at her enormous elf-like ears. You wonder what it must be like to have such sensitive hearing. Can she hear the grass growing? Can she hear your heartbeat? Yeah, they're pretty cool. You tell her that with her amazing hearing, she could be a great garrison lookout, or a musician, or a spy. She looks at you dubiously. I don't think I want to be any of those things, but thank you, she smiles. You're a good friend, Solanna. She apologizes for crying, even though you've seen it many times. Tammy is such a caring girl. It's unfair she has to suffer from her sensitive hearing, but so sweet that she doesn't want to be a burden. She gives you a big, warm hug and says she's going to head inside soon because it's nice and quiet in there. You leave her rubbing one of her ears thoughtfully. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's hard to stay upset with Tammy, especially when she didn't actually do anything wrong. I mean, she's such a nice person. I should be happy for her and Cal. I guess I can see what else I've learned about her too. Sweet, down-to-earth girl who prefers to stay close to home and care for others. Honest and self-conscious. She's very loyal, very much a homebody, and shy. I guess since I am, trying to not feel too hurt anymore, maybe I can hang out in the park and maybe talk to Cal a little bit. You visit your mom's little garden. There's a small shrine set up in memory of her and your father. Her favorite flowers, his old boots. And I'm sure their deaths must be pretty hard on Cal, too. On Earth, they used to put whole bodies into boxes and bury them underground. The colonies always skipped the decomposition step. using a process to quickly render bodies into nutrient-rich mulch. Your mom and dad stipulate that their remains would be used here, added to the dirt they tended to so lovingly in life. Sitting here feels like they could just be around the corner. You spend some time talking in the general direction of the shrine about how much you miss your mom and dad, and how unfair it is that they died so young. You know the whole colony is your family, but being orphaned at 16 is still a heavy blow. You imagine your mom ruffling your hair and telling you to toughen up, and getting a warm bear hug from your dad. You hear footsteps behind you, and the creaking of a little garden gate. Cal kneels beside you and gazes at the shrine. "I miss them too," he murmurs. "I know I already have more parents than the average person, but your mom and dad were kind of like my parents too. They taught me everything I know about agriculture and how to care for animals." He smiles sadly. "I hope I can be half the farmer they were." "Do you know who's in charge now?" Cal sighs. "Me, I think." "Well, I mean, that makes sense." "Well, no one really wanted the job," Cal replies. He scratches his fingers in the loamy dirt as he speaks. "Your parents were kind of, well, without them, no one really comes close. Most everyone else who works in the geoponics were just semi-skilled workers who don't know as much about the actual science as they did. They really pushed me to learn that stuff too," he says. "You know, nitrogen cycles and soil chemistry and veterinary science. So I guess everyone just kind of thought I could train up at it." He sighs and rubs his chin, leaving an earthy smear. "It's not like I want the job," he admits. "I mean, I'm only 18. What do I know about running a farm? But the way that other people in geoponics talk about it, it's like they think it's cursed." He stops and smiles apologetically. "I'm sorry. I'm sure it's not really cursed." "Mostly," Cal continues. "Everyone here is just doing the same job as they always were. I'm supposed to go to the council meetings, but I just let them make decisions and they tell me what to do." You and Cal sit and contemplate your parents' memorial shrine for a while longer. Eventually, Cal has to go back to work. He lets you know it's okay to take the day off if you need to. "Well, I mean, there's no one I trust more with carrying on my parents' work than Cal." And I guess it'll be time to do our part to help the colony as their doctor in training next time.